Hey traders, Jason here with Day Trading Fearless. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe. And this is the weekly watch list for September 11th, 2022. Summer is over and the big boys are coming back to play. That is essentially what's happening in the overall market. I believe starting this week and next week, options expiration, right, is this coming week. Once that's done, usually the big Wall Street players come back to playing the playground of the stock market. And that is where we may start to see our next leg lower, because things do not look that rosy on the bigger picture, right? I've been calling, I believe we still have one more leg lower, right? 1, 2, 3. If you think about we've had 3 touches. Do we come up a little bit more and then roll over, make new lows, and then that's it? That's what I've been calling for. That's what I'm sticking with. And months ago, I said I believe it'll happen in either September or October. So here we are in the middle of September. Let's see what happens. But let's look at the S&P Emini charts. Look at this, a nice channel, rallied right to it. We almost got down to our 200% level from this Fibonacci level right here. And then guess what? We kind of bounced high volume node here, and now we may creep up a little bit, get stuck in between the 200, the 50, and guess what we have right here at the 4150 level? Yes, that would be called the point of control, where the most volumes traded and the fairest price to do business. So I think one of two things are going to happen. This 50 people, we're going to open gap lower, potentially hold and roll over, or we're going to rally, break through this channel, come up, and then probably get stuck right around this 4150 level where the point of control is with the 200. And then potentially roll over. I'm not extremely bullish. I think we could see kind of a move up and then a rollover. One thing, and this isn't trade advice, I'm just some dude on YouTube, but I will probably look to sell some upside calls, maybe around the 4,700 calls going out maybe to December. I think they'll be halfway decent to be able to trade. Might be able to collect about $15 give or take. So we will see what happens on there. Make sure you check out my S&P E-mini weekly trade zones at daytradingfearless.com or go to the link down below. They are support and resistance levels with any open gaps and VPOCs. These are updated every single weekend in the members section, and you will also get a 7-hour video course on how to draw trade zones and trading strategies. You will also receive free Thinkorswim indicators and charts, and every single weekend these are updated. You could share these charts in your Thinkorswim, or if you use another service, you can actually just hand draw them into that charting service. So again, $99 one-time payment, lifetime subscription. Links down below, or go to daytradingfearless.com. Let's take a look at the NQ. Okay, NQ came right up to the 50. Look at this, bounced right to my magical 61.8 in the video, or my video course. I teach you all about the 61% fib pullback, how to buy it, and usually you get stuck between the 61 if it bounces there and comes right back up to the 38, which would be your target. Guess what? If you've watched it, that video course, you would have said, hey, let me take that trade. I like it. And kind of like a magnet, the 50, we're stuck right there, right? But with this, same exact thing, maybe a rally up right into the point of control, right around 13,000. That'll keep us intact of making lower highs, lower lows. If you kind of want to play the fib game, just grab a Fibonacci, and here are your levels, right? So right up here is just probably about the 78, maybe even the 80 fib retracement from high to low of this entire leg. But yeah, that's like I said, same thing going on with the NQ as with the ESs. Let's take a look at crude oil. Crude oil. I actually thought we were going to rally, and look at this, kind of a flush, made new lows. So I'm going to say no call on crude oil right now. I think crude oil is kind of maybe a slow grind to the downside, where maybe this is essentially what's really happening. Something like this, a falling wedge to break. I'm still bullish going into winter on crude oil. Remember, this is a winter trade, a longer term trade of where I think we're going to probably get back up to these recent highs, but we will see what happens. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Came down, tested, did a double bottom, and if you look, we actually have a divergence on this double bottom. Let's get rid of these lines right here. Okay. Nice double bottom with a nice bounce to the upside, and look at this nice divergence, right, on the double bottom. So we may actually start to rally and come fill these gaps, and then again maybe roll over. I don't think Bitcoin's done going down. I think this might be just a potential short-term low in Bitcoin. Let's take a look at gold. Gold, kind of the same thing, right? Look at this. Here's you want to see a divergence, probably the cleanest divergence you will see out there, right? Nice low, right? And then here's our bounce to the upside. I think we could get all the way back up, probably to the value area low, which is around the 164 on gold. It's about 4 or 5 points higher. So I kind of like a gold to the upside. And then same exact thing going on with a silver. Nice divergence to the downside. And look at this, right? We got about halfway through this channel and then bounce. This is usually a bullish pattern right here. So I'm bullish gold and silver, which kind of scares me, because does that mean that the market actually starts to roll over? We will see. With that being said, Apple kind of try to bounce, came down to the 200. Did a little look below and fail. We're stuck in between the 200 and the 50. Like I said, I think we early in the week we may bounce a little bit and then potentially roll over. Remember, next week is options expiration and all that. So be careful out there. I'll let you guys get back to your weekend. As always, thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.